Now I invite Randy and Carrie Commissaris to bring our minute for mission for us this morning.
Good morning. My name is Randy Commissaris, and this is my daughter, Carrie. First of all, I want to thank the women of 4th Street for allowing me to share this podium today, ever so briefly. This coming Tuesday, March 8, will mark 5 years since the passing of the Reverend Mark James Keely. Reverend Keely came to 4th Street in 1998. In March 2006, a healthy and energetic 50-year-old Pastor Keely died suddenly, virtually without warning. For many in the congregation, Pastor Keely's untimely passing was a knee buckler, in fact, a crippling blow. Indeed, for many in this congregation, we're still working our way through this issue some 5 years later. Shortly after Mark's passing, the Reverend Mark James Keely Memorial Committee was created, in part to help with healing. One of the projects undertaken by the committee was undertaken by Deb Beebe and Melissa Henderson primarily, and this was the creation of a book with the full text of many of Pastor Keely's sermons. Given that many of Mark's sermons were delivered from an outline, or sometimes even bullet points, rather than from full text, this was a tremendous effort on the part of Deb and Melissa. In addition to that project, a collection of Mark's quotes from various sermons was combined with photos and was set to music. This music slideshow and the booklet of sermon texts and a few other items are assembled in a display that you can check out during the coffee hour.
Another way that 4th Street has remembered Reverend Keely is through the Mark Keely Memorial Scholarship Program for 4th Street youth attending college. This program, too, was created by the Memorial Committee. Higher education was always very important to Reverend Keely. Indeed, during part of his time at 4th Street, Pastor Keely was pursuing his Doctor of Divinity degree at the University of Pittsburgh. Over the past 4 years, 7 4th Street youth have received the Memorial Keely Scholarships. In 2007, Rich Jenkins and myself, Carrie Commissaris. In 2008, James Woods Jr. and Chinny Umachi. In 2009, Melanie Jackson. And in 2010, Kimberly Woods and Ozia Duma. Sadly, the scholarship fund is in need of a boost so that it continue to be self-sustaining. The 4th Street session has agreed that during the month of March, members will be encouraged to make free will offerings to rebuild the Keely Memorial Scholarship Fund. If you would like to contribute to the Keely Scholarship Fund, simply place your contribution in a regular 4th Street envelope and mark Keely Scholarship Fund on the envelope. If you are contributing by check, please make the check payable to 4th Street Presbyterian Church and put Keely Scholarship Fund in the memo portion of the check. Let's see that Reverend Mark J. Keely Scholarship Fund continues to be there for 4th Street youth for generations to come.
In closing, this week let us remember in our prayers the untimely passing of Reverend Keely. Prayers of thanks for the many gifts he gave us in his years as our pastor, and prayers of strength and hope for the friends and family he left behind. Again, let's see that the Keely Foundation, the Keely Scholarship Fund, continues to be there for our 4th Street youth for generations to come. Thank you very much.